So, Shannon, do you agree with the punishment?
No. If Jokić got suspended, Markieff Morris should have got suspended because he set this chain of events in motion. Skip, I can give you an example. I know a guy that's possibly not going to play this year, was bumped on the side, not nearly as hard as Nikola Jokić. Joe Ingles bumped Kawhi, not nearly as hard. Now, this man goes there, he tears his knee. What's going to be said? That wasn't my intention, I was just trying to file it. Well, Jokić says, you know what? Y'all not protecting me, I'm going to protect myself.
Yep.
Run back up, hit him in his back. It's kind of like, Skip, you see in the NFL, a guy does something, the guy retaliates, and he fall all on the ground. You see what he did? Now he the victim. Keith Morris got people thinking he the victim. He started this.
He did.
At this point in the game's over. And you take this, side swipe the man like that and don't expect the man to retaliate or to respond. Nah, they got this all wrong. He gets a game. Keith Morris gets $50,000. Nah, that ain't right. If you're going to suspend Jokić, Morris needs to go sit one down also. It's still not an equal trade because that's the reigning MVP.
It is.
So Marcus Morris is what, the 8th, 9th, 10th guy on the team? So we lose an MVP and your 10th guy get fined $50,000.
Yep. I'll go you one better. Why not just heavy fine, heavy fine?
Yes.
Just fine them and go on, because nobody would fault the NBA for just saying, you get a fine and you get a fine. You're both out of line, but it's not the end of the world. And it was a chain reaction.
Right.
And you have to take into consideration the context of it, the reputations at stake, the circumstance of it. It is the reigning MVP, but what's the book on him? He's always been seen as a little soft and a lot passive, where you can hammer on him and he will not retaliate because that's just the European way. He's just going to play on, right? And because he is the MVP, he finally felt empowered to say in a flashpoint moment, I don't think he didn't sit down before the game and think about it. It just happened.
Right.
For the first and maybe the last time in his career, he lost it for a flashpoint moment late in a game that was completely over.
Yes.
It's 113-96, and it's what you call a take foul, but it is a way out of bounds cheap shot.
Right.
And I think of the immortal Shaquille O'Neal line once upon a time when he beat my Spurs in a playoff game. Tim Duncan had made an impossibly lucky shot, and then Shaq made a luckier shot to win the game.
No, that was Derek Fisher.
I mean, Derek Fisher, I'm sorry, but Shaq, this is a Derek Fisher game. You're right. And he said one lucky shot deserves another. One cheap shot deserves another.
Absolutely.
That's exactly right. So in the end, it was such a cheap shot. It was so out of bounds that Jokić just lost it, and he said, I know this is wrong, and he just gushed about how wrong he was after the game, to his credit. That's why he shouldn't have been suspended. He, as opposed to Aaron Rodgers, he was completely contrite about it, but he said, I just had to protect myself.
Right, exactly.
Well, who can argue with that?
Nobody.
Who takes issue with that?
And that's what you got to do. Sometimes, Skip, you just got to fire off on somebody. Now, guess what? They won't be cheap shotting no more. I get people gonna think long and hard before you elbow the man in the ribs or you run. The man is gonna try to he's trying to get a ball up and you run and put your shoulders in his rib. Now what if he breaks a rib, Skip?
Good question.
No one thought what could have happened with Morris filing Jokić in the manner in which he did. Everybody's only thinking, well, Morris turned his back and he shoved him in the back. Well, he turned around, so now he the victim. Well, he ain't squared me up. Why'd you turn? Normally, when you do something like that, what you do? You look at the guy, what's up?
Yeah.
But no, you turn.
He turned because he has no respect for Jokić as a fighter or a defender of his position, right?
Skip, he was on the Lakers when they played the Nuggets in the Western Conference Finals.
What?
So he know what the scouting report is.
Oh, he knows, yeah.
Yeah, you get physical with him.
Yeah.
You get physical. Because Jokić does do a lot of complaining. He's like, he's turning to the rough and he's running up the court, And so,
but it's all good-natured.
Yeah. He's just like, okay, give me some of those calls that y'all give Giannis, that y'all give Joel Embiid. Let me get some of those. And now he's the MVP. He absolutely should get those calls. But I agree with you, Skip. If you can't suspend one without suspending the guy that caused the act.
Yep. So Jokić even said after the game that he watched the video. Somebody showed it to him in the locker room. And he said, I saw that his head snapped back because it whiplashed, and he's out for this game.
Right.
And I assume it's because of that play. And Jokić went on to say, I feel really bad about that. And I believe him, heart and soul, that he feels bad about that. He does play the game the right way.
Of course. And he ain't got no history of doing no mess like this.
No, there's no cheap shot in him.
Right.
This was completely out of character, but necessary.
Right.
To protect his character.
Right.
Right?
Yeah, and I saw the video of when Morris sideswiped Jokić. He could have been seriously hurt in that situation.
He sure could
and
have.
Nobody, and I get Eric Spoelstra is supposed to take up for his guys. His teammates are supposed to take up for him. But my guy, if I'm on the Nuggets, it is what it is. He cheap shotted our guy. I got cheap shotted him back. Hey, I thought it was all good. That's the way it is. That's the thing I loved about football, Skip. When I was growing up, we didn't know football was as dangerous as it was. If my guy got his arm broke, we thought you did that on purpose. Yeah. So guess what? We're going to try to break your arm back.
I got it.
My guy get hurt. That was even in high school, Skip. I remember I got sideswiped in my knee. And dude named Luther Maynard was a running back.
Yep.
Called him Scoop.
Yeah.
And he's like, man, what number was it? I said, man, number 2 got me. He said, don't worry about it. I go to the hospital, Skip, because my knee got a torn MCL. I go to the hospital.
You had a torn MCL?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I did.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
in high school.
In high school.
Yeah.
Wow.
And so the next, 2 days later, I come back. 3 days later, I come back to school. He said, I got him. I put him out too. That's the way. That was the mindset, Skip. You can't do that to that man. And
so what'd you do to him?
I didn't do it. I was just running the ball. Skip, the dude made a tackle. But that was the way we were wired back then, Skip. If somebody got hurt on my team, you did that you hurt him on purpose. So we got to try to hurt you back. Well, I got the same mentality. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get one of your guys back.
Okay. And by the way, speaking of that, Eric Spoelstra now says that the Heat are in a foul mood over this. Like they want to get even with somebody, and unfortunately, you're in the crosshairs.
Okay.
You're Lakers.
Hey, that's what I like. That. Hey, I used to love play teams like that. Dirty team like the Raiders. Hey, how we gonna do this? I just need to know how we gonna do it.
Really?
Snap the whistle or snap the after the whistle. Because we do it any kind of way you want to. Hey, I'm gonna give it to you plus shipping and handling. Because I need to make sure you get it on time. Because with the holidays coming along, sometimes the package don't arrive on time.
Well, wait a second. Do the Fakers have any enforcers on that team?
We got Dwight.
You got Dwight.
DeAndre.
You got 14.
We got Rondo.
DeAndre.
We got Doe. We got Rondo.
DeAndre's an enforcer?
Rondo. We got Rondo.
He's about a 6 foot tall.
That's all
I will give you that. He's got enforcer in him. He just doesn't have enough to back it up.
Yeah. He ain't got much force, but he got the.
He's got the end part, right?
Yeah, but Skip, man, you can't skip. I don't. And I'm listening to people talking about, that ain't no common foul.
No.
They gonna call a flag. Nah, in a situation like that, Skip, the game's out of hand. And I remember, Skip, we were losing the game by 14 with like 3 minutes left in the game. I ain't cutting nobody. The game's already over with now. We down 21 points, and Mike still got us in there. I'm straight up blocking, man. Yeah. I ain't doing nothing, even though cutting was legal in the box back when I played, Skip.
And remember, his mindset was in that flashpoint moment. Wait a second.
Yes.
I'm the MVP of this league.
Right.
You can't do that to me.
Right.
On my home floor and walk away like you did nothing.
It's like, Skip, we getting victory formation. Now, okay, guys, we calling down. Now, Skip, I got my chin strap unbuttoned. I don't unbuckle my shoulder pads. I'm just taking one step. Dude, fire off the ball.
I know.
Don't worry about it.
Yep.
Button this thing back up.
Okay.
I got something for you.
Unwritten rules.
Yeah, exactly.
I got that.
I've already told you, Skip, you looking at me at my shoulder pads strap hanging, chin strap unbuttoned, and you want to foul the ball. We're in victory formation. Don't worry about it.
Got it.
Got it? Thank you for watching. You can subscribe here to get the latest from the show, and be sure to check out more of the best clips from Undisputed, or go watch a few other segments from our other shows on FS1.